Are you tired of waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning, feeling that familiar, annoying pressure in your bladder? Are you frustrated because you've already stopped drinking water at 6 p.m., yet you still find yourself shuffling to the bathroom 3 or 4 times every single night? Does it feel like your body is betraying you, leaving you exhausted, grumpy, and foggy-brained the next morning? If you are nodding your head right now, I have great news. You don't have to live like this. You don't have to accept broken sleep as a normal part of aging. Most people believe their nightly bathroom trips, what we call nocturia, are strictly a bladder or prostate problem. They buy supplements, they restrict their favorite drinks, and they worry about their internal organs. But here is the secret most doctors don't mention during a quick checkup. The problem often isn't your bladder at all. It's actually your legs. During the day, as you walk, stand, or sit, gravity is constantly pulling fluid down into your lower extremities. By the time evening rolls around, your legs, ankles, and feet are essentially like over-soaked sponges. You might notice your socks leave a deep ring around your ankles that is trapped fluid. The moment you lie down to sleep, gravity is no longer pulling that water down. That fluid finally has a flat, level path to travel back from your legs, through your torso, and to your heart and kidneys. Your body sees this sudden influx of fluid, processes it, turns it into urine, and boom, your bladder wakes you up just as you were entering deep sleep. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to drain the sponge before your head even hits the pillow. We are counting down 3 specific, evidence-based movements designed to clear that fluid while you are still awake. These aren't just exercises. They are manual drainage techniques. And stay with me until the very end because I'm sharing the double voiding reset, a 30-second technique that ensures your bladder is truly empty, doubling your results instantly. Let's start with exercise number 3, the soleus stimulator. We need to wake up the deep nerves in your feet that signal your circulatory system to start moving. Think of your feet as the gatekeepers of your circulation. We do this sitting down in a comfortable chair. You're going to take a simple tennis ball and place it right under the arch of your foot. Apply firm but comfortable pressure. It should feel like a good kind of hurt. And roll it slowly from the base of your heel all the way to the tips of your toes. Why do we do this? Your feet contain thousands of tiny nerve endings and microcapillaries. By rolling them out, you are relaxing the thick tissue called the plantar fascia. When this tissue is tight, it acts like a kink in a garden hose, preventing fluid from leaving the feet. This rolling action tells your body, the gates are open, start moving the fluid up. If you don't have a tennis ball, don't worry. Go to your kitchen and grab a standard bottle of water. Keep the cap on tight so it doesn't leak. The cylinder shape acts as a perfect firm roller. I actually recommend using a frozen water bottle instead of a tennis ball if your feet feel swollen or hot. The cold reduces inflammation instantly, while the firmness reaches deeper into the muscle tissue than a soft tennis ball ever could. Spend about 90 seconds on each foot. You'll feel a warm, tingling sensation spreading up your ankles. That is the literal feeling of blood and fluid returning to the main circulation. Moving to exercise number 2, the thigh pump. Now that the feet are awake and the gates are open, we need to activate the big engines. Your thigh muscles, the quadriceps and hamstrings, are the most powerful pumps in your entire body. They are designed to move large volumes of blood against the force of gravity. For this, stand in front of a sturdy chair or the edge of your bed. Keep your feet shoulder-width apart and your toes pointed slightly outward for stability. Slowly lower your hips toward the seat as if you are going to sit. But here is the key. Do not actually sit down. Just as your bottom barely touches or grazes the seat, drive back up to a standing position using your heels. Think of your veins like a one-way plumbing system. They have tiny valves that prevent fluid from falling back down to your toes. When these massive thigh muscles contract, they squeeze those deep veins like a tube of toothpaste, forcing the trapped fluid upward toward your kidneys to be processed right now, while you're still awake and near a bathroom. To make this twice as effective and safe, raise your arms straight out in front of you, parallel to the floor, as you go down. This shifts your center of gravity so you don't fall backward, and it forces your core muscles to engage. This creates a vacuum effect in your torso, literally pulling fluid out of the legs. Perform 15 to 20 rhythmic repetitions. Don't rush. You should feel your heart rate lift slightly and that heavy, lead-like feeling in your calves starting to disappear. You are manually clearing the pipes. And now, we arrive at exercise number 1, the 5-step wall protocol. This is the king of all Nocturia exercises. If you only have time for one thing in your nightly routine, let it be this. We are going to use gravity as our primary tool to flush the system. Step 1 is the setup. Lie on your back on a yoga mat, a rug, or even right on your bed if it's firm. Bring your hips toward the wall and walk your feet up until your legs are vertical. Most people make the mistake of jamming their tailbone against the wall. Don't do that. Keep a small gap, about 2 or 3 inches, so your lower back feels completely flat and relaxed. If your hamstrings are tight, it's okay to have a slight bend in your knees. Step 2 is calf activation. While your legs are elevated, I want you to point your toes toward the ceiling as high as they can go, then flex them back down toward your face. This is the second heart activation. Because your legs are inverted, every time you flex your calf, you are manually pumping fluid downhill toward your hips. Step 3 is the vertical flushing massage. Reach up and cup your hands around your ankles. Firmly stroke your hands down your shins and calves, moving toward your knees and then toward your thighs. Imagine you are wringing out a wet sponge or pushing the last bit of air out of an inflatable mattress. You are physically guiding the lymphatic fluid out of the surface tissues and back into the deep vessels. Do this for 1 full minute. Step 4 is the 120-degree hold. Gently widen your legs into a V shape against the wall. This position opens up the femoral vein in your groin, which is the main highway for fluid returning to the heart. Hold this for 30 seconds while taking deep belly breaths. Finally, step 5, the jelly shake. This is the most important part for relaxation. Slowly bring your legs back together in the center. Now I want you to shake them. Literally shake your thighs and calves. Let the muscles go completely loose and wobble like jello. This vibration helps to loosen any final stubborn pockets of fluid trapped in the microscopic spaces between your cells so it can drain easily into the veins. Take a long, deep breath. Feel the tension melting away from your lower back. Your legs should feel light, cool, and almost like they are floating. Stay here for another minute, enjoying the stillness. Now, before you head to bed, here is the final crucial bonus, the double voiding reset. This is the technique that saves you from that 3 a.m. wake-up call. You have successfully moved all that fluid from your legs into your midsection. Your kidneys are now working overtime to filter it into your bladder. But if you go to the bathroom once and immediately jump into bed, you are still going to wake up in a few hours. Why? Because most people, especially as we get older, do not empty their bladder fully on the first try. A few ounces always remain at the bottom, like water in a tilted cup. Here is the 30-second secret to total emptying. Go to the bathroom and urinate as you normally would. I strongly recommend sitting down, even for men. Sitting relaxes the pelvic floor muscles far better than standing does, allowing for a better flow. When you think you are finished, do not stand up yet. This is where most people fail. Instead, stay seated, place your hands on your thighs, and lean your torso forward about 45 degrees so your chest moves toward your knees. Count to 20 slowly. Think about a relaxing sound, like a waterfall or rain. This shift in body position changes the angle of the bladder neck. After 20 seconds, try to go again. You will be absolutely amazed that another 2 or 3 ounces of hidden urine will come out. That small amount is exactly what would have triggered your brain to wake you up 3 hours later. By getting it out now, you buy yourself 3 to 4 hours of extra, uninterrupted deep sleep. Try this entire 3-minute sequence and the double void technique starting tonight. Consistency is key. The more you do it, the more your body learns to process fluid before bed rather than during sleep. Your sleep is the most important foundation of your health, your memory, and your heart. You deserve to wake up feeling refreshed and energized, not exhausted from chasing your bladder all night. If you found these steps helpful, please hit that like button. It tells the algorithm to show this video to other people who are struggling with their sleep just like you. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss these practical, life-changing health tips. I wish you a peaceful, quiet night and a very dry, deep sleep. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.